gracious. Whew. I got like an hour before I gotta go to work. And I'm so excited. I need to get these trees planted. Yes, sir. I probably should have opened this before I even press play. There's a lot of untangling to go on around here. But I'm gonna go ahead and get it done. I got 1 hour before I gotta get dressed for work. And I wanted to plant these yesterday, but my son had a tennis match. So I had to go be mommy first before gardener. Ay, this copper on here is twisted real good. What are you complaining about over there? Oh, this is my pear tree. And they're going in 30-gallon grow bags, like my apple trees from last year. I'll try to hurry up and get this done as fast as possible. And then while checking the garden, we had a little freeze last night. Overnight. I wasn't expecting it to be so frosty, but everything survived. It had already came up, and I thought for sure the freeze would get them, but it didn't. And I just made a discovery too while I was checking everything. I have asparagus popping up. I had moved them to their permanent bed at the beginning before weather started to break a little bit. And I already have some purple passion popping up. All right, so this grow bag is 30 gallons. It already had a little bit of soil in it. I'm just gonna add probably like a bag and a little bit extra until I put it in there. And then, because I don't want to, you're not supposed to cover it. Just then I'm gonna fertilize it with my something sticking me. Fertilize it with my fruit tree fertilizer. I should have enough left to do all 3 trees. If not, I'm just gonna add that in the hole. If not, I'll just add some rabbit manure. Watch out, that stuff can get dangerous. Now I'll just add some rabbit manure until I get some more fruit fertilizer. So we have a tree, got our hole. Gotta take the sock off. And you don't want the actually I'm gonna cut this to make it easier. You don't want the dirt to cover too much. Just covering the root ball. These scissors suck. Should have brought the other pair. But I want to actually see where the root is, where the root ball is in here. You don't want to disturb it too much. So I'm actually just gonna let it do its thing. All right, there it is. Leave that soil in there. stand this baby up. Make sure she's in our hole where all that good fertilizer is. And again, you just want to cover to the root ball of it. I have some tree stakes somewhere, but if not, I'll just put a stake behind it, because sometimes it's hard to get them situated properly in the grow bag. But I've done it a time or two. Where's my little stick at? She's gonna lean a little bit. So, because it's a grow bag and not in the ground. Oh, broken sticks. Make sure it's not near the root ball. And then I'm gonna tie it. I'm gonna tie it so it stands up. As soon as I find some garden wire around here. I got some somewhere. Oh, there's a piece right here. So for right now, just gonna give some support until, uh-oh, too tight. I wanted to go sideways. Just give a little support. Until she learns to straighten up on her own. There we go. Bam! One done already. Now these other ones are gonna be a little harder because they're a little taller. And as you can see, I am not that tall. Let me see if I can move a little bit. Oh, but while I'm moving, hold on, y'all. It's actually beautiful out, even though it's not. Look, guys. You see it? Purple passion asparagus. There's one right there. I mean, two right there. So one coming up over here. I'm excited. This is year 3. I can eat these ones. Back to planting trees before work. Hopefully my chickens do not knock down this tripod. Now this bag is already quite full. It was full from something last year. So just gonna move the soil out the way, get a hole. Trying to get it in the middle as most middle as possible. Add some fertilizer into the hole. Some things you just gotta deal with. All right, I definitely should have untied. Ow! I hit my knee yesterday. Once you get a certain age, you can't really injure yourself. Well, it's gonna hurt forever. Where's my wire clippers at? Is this too much? Uh-huh. Now I get it. Bing, bang, boom. I don't know why I didn't think about that for the first one. This tree is already leaning a certain way. This one is not in a ball. This one is in a pot. It's already huge. This is my contender peach. And I actually need this size bucket for something I have in the greenhouse. So this is perfect. Let's see if if I can get this out of here without too much resistance. Probably not. I'm trying to pull the whole thing out. There we go. Look at this baby. Bam! Now this one, which way do I want it to go? This one should actually stay in place and maybe not need a little stake. But I am gonna have to add more soil to this one because this root ball is so much bigger. But not too much. I just need to surround the one that's already there. I am not going to break up that root ball at all. Okay. Well, yeah, no, I'm gonna leave that just like it is. I'm just gonna add soil around it, and then she'll be done. She already has the fertilizers. Now this one, I don't know where these are going. I had a plan for them, but as any gardener knows, you write down something 500 times and you switch it 501. So I'm literally just gonna get these planted because I needed them planted, and then figure out where I'm gonna move them to. Then have my son and my husband move them because they are heavy. Not only is this gonna be about 3.5 cubic feet of soil, it's also got a tree in it. So I will not be the one moving it. So I'm gonna add probably one more bag of soil just to get to where the soil meets. My chickens are watching me. They're probably thinking they're getting more food, but they're not. They had their fermented feed with strawberries and sprouted lentils. They're spoiled enough. And maybe after work, I'll come out here and give them some tuna. But as of right now, they're getting all they got. I don't know why they're staring at me. I think I just got dirt in my eye. Okay. Why is this stuck together? Oh, it's got a little ice in it. It's a little icy. That's okay. Peaches need chill hours anyway, right? So. Then as it settles, if I need to add anything else to the top, it'll probably just be compost and mulch. Bam, look at that. Tree number 2. And she's lovely. Let's see. The contender peach. And this one is the Ayer's pear. Uh-oh, I just moved it. The Ayer's pear. Boom, boom, boom. Ooh, look at her. She's pretty. But I got one more to plant right here. So my apple trees, that one and that one from last year. And now I have to plant this beauty right here. So we're gonna get her in the ground because I gotta get ready for work. And I've already checked the new chickens for pasty butt, fed the rabbits, fed the chickens. I gotta plant these trees, check on the greenhouse. I've already fed the chickens, took out eggs. They're probably gonna lay some more. All I have to do is feed the dog before I go to work. And then I should be done for the better part of the day. I had to find a little tool here. So this bag definitely has some nice rich soil from the previous year. I didn't even plant in this, but I just made sure I kept it fertilized and watered because I didn't want it to become hydrophobic just sitting there doing nothing. So I'm gonna dig a deep hole for this one because that one, as you can see, was pretty big, and that one's in a pot as well. So I need to make sure I got enough room for the pot to sit down in here. Then we're gonna cover it with soil. But first, we gotta fertilize. So put some of that in there. I already fertilized all my berry bushes, all my apple trees, my fig trees, grapes. Everything else has already been fertilized for the season. If I need to add anything, it'll just be manure from either the chickens or the rabbits. And then I'm probably going to use these now for my banana trees that I have in the greenhouse. So those are the only things that haven't been fertilized, my banana trees. Yeah. Cut this. That was tight. This one's tight. Let's find it. Where are you? Ay, ay, ay. Ay, caramba. Look, if I can't find it, I'm gonna leave it on here until later. Because it being where it is, that little copper ring, it's not gonna stop me from putting it in the ground. So, joke's on you. Because I'm still gonna plant it and deal with it later when I have more time. So, this little green piece that's got the little copper wire around it that I can't see right now, you can see right where it's at. I'll get it off later. What's this dust? There's something growing in here. What is it? I don't know what this seed looks like. I don't know what's coming out. Okay. This one has so much plastic around it, I can't even see the ring. I might be able to get to it. Pew, pew, pew. If I had my smaller ones, I can get to it. There you go. So yeah, just a little brief live. I want to come out here and plant my trees. I was so excited to get them. And if you look on my page, you'll see the video of us transporting them. My husband has a small, tiny car. Well, small SUV. And I got these bad boys in there. He was looking like, they ain't gonna go. And I'm like, they gonna go. Because I want them. So it doesn't matter how they go. They gonna go. But this one is an Alberta peach. So I have a contender peach, an Alberta peach, and an Ayers pear. I'm probably gonna get another pear. Just probably not this week though. I actually do need to get it this week for the best possible planting. But with my schedule and stuff, probably not gonna happen. But we'll see. This one's bent. The container is bent. Just gonna try to loosen it up a little bit. And then I got dips and divots in this garden, so I can't get a grip. There you go. Oh, Come on. He was just coming out. Oop, no ball. Ha, she got it. And into, my drop out here. Stay back there. And into the bag we go. So now that she's in there, in the hole that we dug, fill the hole back in a little bit, and I still need a tiny bit of soil to make the soil from the tree match the bin. Fertilized. Now the soil in here is wet. Inside the grow bag is wet because we had a rainstorm for a couple days, and we've been getting soaked. So I'm not gonna water these in right now because I'm on schedule, but they will get watered in, but they're not gonna dry out. The root ball is really wet. In the packaging, that was already really wet, and so I'm just gonna leave it as it is. Make sure this is pressed in there. Just leave it as it is. If it settles, if any of these settle after watering, then I'll just add some more soil on top. But I'm only adding soil to where the soil was when it was in the pot. You don't want to go any higher than that, especially on like grafted trees, because then you'll start getting growth out of the rootstock. And you don't want that. You can just cut it off, but it's just a hassle. So I have 3 trees planted in just that short amount of time into 30-gallon grow bags. And they are beautiful. So make sure you fertilize your trees at the beginning of the season. Fertilize your trees, your berries, all that good stuff. I got to go through and take pH readings for my blueberries. I fertilize them out. And trying to get their soil more acidic, I'm gonna have to go check and see if the pH did what it was supposed to do, because it was 7. I'm in Virginia, Central Virginia. So, and I got these trees at Food Lion for $18.99. I'm trying to find a Food Lion that got a cherry tree. All I've seen so far were like different apples, different pears, different peaches, a couple plums, but I definitely need a cherry tree. So I need to find a Food Lion that has a cherry tree. I have my pile of junk I need to clean up. You see how quick and easy that was? Just to plant a couple trees. It's beautiful. It was a little cold this morning, but it's beautiful out now. The birds singing, chickens clucking. Well, mine are actually quite quiet right now. They were trying to see what I was doing out here, being nosy. So, but I got a lot of stuff starting to wake up. Like blueberries starting to wake up. Well, these ones, I just planted these ones. Figs, possibly trying to wake up. Then, what else? the black currants. Black currants are waking up. Gooseberries. Right now it's only about I want to say 45 degrees. Gooseberries. Ooh, what's growing in here? That looks like, I don't know. And then my naked cherry, she's definitely awake. It was like 32 degrees this morning when I got up, and it was frost everywhere. Like literally right before I turned the camera on, like all the hardwire cloth was frosty. So the sun is just now coming out, but I had to get these trees planted. I'm trying to see if my raspberries are waking up. Some of them are getting nodes on them, I believe. But all the things that again, like my asparagus. Whew. Asparagus is finally making an appearance. Right here, that's the purple passion. So in this bed, I have purple passion crowns and millennium crowns. So these are pretty much possibly all the purple. I don't know. That might be a millennium. I don't know, but definitely purple passion right here. And I'm so excited because, oh, Minnesota. I used to live in Pennsylvania. I'm not a fan of the cold, so Virginia does get some cold, but it's not like up north. So I'm glad I'm not there anymore. We had some, I think my dog has been over here. I swear these are dog prints. And he better stay out of here because I have carrots over here that are supposed to be sprouting, but now he keeps stepping on everything. And my peas are starting to swell, so I know that they'll be coming up soon. And the birds keep trying to pull them out, but I see some cracking in the peas, so they should be popping out the ground. Yeah, it definitely looks like my dog been over here. Spiderweb. He's probably been over here too, being nosy. These songbirds be going off. I still have to clean out this bed, but I'm not planning in it just this moment. This is going to be for squash and beans and stuff. But this bed over here, my salad bed, is doing very well. I'm waiting for some seeds to pop up over here. This bed is all seeds, so we'll see if anything sprouts in here. Oh, they have enough to snack on. You see that this right here? This started as one plum tree that was already on the property, and now is moving into my garden. And then I have to clean out that bed this weekend. Well, this week. This bed has something planted in it so far, but okay. There's gonna be, what's gonna be in here? Shard, some lipstick shards, some pink shard, and so garbanzo beans are gonna be in there, and just random stuff. This is not, it's like kind of like an extra bed, but I use it often because it's deep. This is gonna be the sweet pepper bed, but it also has Brussels sprouts and cabbage in it, and some onions. And then I'm gonna put the peppers, well, there's gonna be a borage in the back. Then I'm gonna put peppers around the sides, and possibly in the middle. And I'm going to put a chamomile in here. It's going to be like really, really full. Really, really. All my beds are usually really, really full. So we had got some rain the last couple of days, and my garlic popped up really, really, really nicely. They were all short like this one. I don't know what this one's doing. But they were all short like that. And then after the storm, they look like this. Like those ones right there. They're all huge. I got to clean up some more out here. But I'm doing a little bit at a time. This garden is huge. So I have dino kale in here. And this is the tomato bed. So tomato, garlic. There's a couple onions in the front. It's going to have turnips in here. And basil. And some other flower. And this bed is broccoli with onions. It's gonna have eggplant, and I'm excited because I'm growing the Jing orange okra. This is gonna have okra and eggplant in this bed. I'm gonna put the okra in the back, well, sort of towards the back, and then the eggplants along the sides. One might make it in the middle, but I don't know because I have onions right there. I could move them, but whatever. I have a couple varieties of eggplant, and I think I want to plant 2 varieties of okra over here. Bed is gonna have leeks, onions, and collards. If something doesn't have a spot, I'll probably put it in here. So this is actually seeded. The only thing that's growing is the garlic. Everything else is seeded. And this is my cucumber bed. I can't remember what I put in here. Cucumbers are not in here yet. There's something in here. I think I put turnip greens, the 7 top turnips. I think those are seeded in here. And that's all I can think of off the top of my head. But there's some other stuff in here. It's just seeds. And then I'm going to put this one has my little homemade trellis. Oh, I had a bag of soil right there. So this one is going to have my silver slicer cucumbers along the back. And then everything else in the front. Oh, tomatillos are going in here as well. I'm going to fit 3 tomatillos in here. And yeah, everything else is going in grow bags. Peanuts going in grow bags. Watermelons growing in grow bags. I have another cucumber. I'm going to grow a lemon cucumber. That's going to be in a grow bag. And then if I need to plant something else, I'll like greeny stuff, I'll plant it in here with the trees. This is artichoke, waiting for that to grow. This is alfalfa, and I don't know if you can see, it's starting to sprout. So I'm gonna have alfalfa. Then I'm gonna have 2 bags of oats. I grew oats last year and I actually enjoyed it. So I'm gonna go grow oats, and I have 2 bags with the potatoes already sown right here. So those are potatoes. I just have to get all my medicinals out. So yeah, sunflowers are going here. And sweet potatoes over here. I might switch them. Might put sweet potatoes over there. I have to watch the sun. That's why I have to move my trees too. But sunflowers and sweet potatoes and these galvanized beds that I got for fairly cheap. There's just rabbit manure on top. I'm gonna mix that in when I get ready to plant. But yeah, so sweet potatoes and black-eyed peas are going in here. And with the sunflowers, I can't remember what I'm putting in with the sunflowers. Oh, I'm gonna put, this is another bag of asparagus. The raised beds are actually, if you hit my showcase, the raised beds are in there. I got them the 2-pack, I think for like $50. Free shipping too, and they ship super fast. Like literally, I got them probably like 4 or 5 days after I ordered them. I wasn't even ready for them, but yeah, no problem. They're 4 by 2 by 1, so 4 feet, 2 feet wide, and 1 foot tall, and they're like perfect. I feel the bottom was a little cardboard and a couple limbs from a fallen tree, and this has, I can't remember if I put 3 bags or 2 bags, or two small bags of soil, or 3. I think it might be 2. That grow bag is asparagus as well. I didn't have room in my asparagus bed. They used to all be in grow bags. I had 3 grow bags of asparagus, but I decided to put them in there in a permanent home, but those didn't fit. So I'm probably gonna put a tomato in here this year with this asparagus, and let it grow. I have some heirloom tomatoes I want to separate out. So yeah, I'm probably gonna slide a tomato in there. But yeah, I might actually brace this plant twice to keep it. And then I'm on a slope. I think it's sitting in a hole, but I'm probably gonna. And then I'm on a slope. I think it's sitting in a hole, but I'm probably gonna put another stick here and actually, because this is nowhere near the root. Got a couple minutes before I gotta go to work, before I gotta go take a shower and get ready for work. So let me see if I can get this braced a little bit. And I feel like it's on a slope, and it is. So I'm actually just going to brace it a little bit between both sticks, so when it settles, it'll be standing straight up. I need another piece. Actually, let me do this part first. Hold on. Need a smaller piece. I'm always tying something with garden wire, so I always have random garden wire pieces hanging about. So I'm gonna get this guy. They make tree stakes, but for a grow bag, yeah, no. So I'm gonna stake it myself. Just make sure this is deep enough. It doesn't move. This is deep enough. Oh, hush, Harriet. You're always complaining. Gotta make sure the baby chicks in the house have enough. You're clueless. Don't be clueless. What are you trying to plant? And where are you? Like, what state are you in? Plus, if you follow me, I post a lot. A lot. And now that it's garden season, I will be going live a lot more. But I have a lot of information. Are you? Oh, thank you. I have a lot of information on my page, even from last year, from last gardening season. But yeah, what are you trying to plant? There we go. We got our tree staked. See, nice and straight. This one, it should deep enough. It should be able to hold it. I think I'm gonna push this one down a little bit more. Actually, that's as far as it's gonna go. All right, so now that's staked. But fruits and vegetables. Okay. Do you want to plant them in? Do you have a space for them, like where it gets enough sun? Do you want to do raised beds? Do you want to do grow bags? Do you want to do pots or buckets? If you have a space for them, a lot of people do in-ground growing. I did in-ground growing my first year. The crops were beautiful. I just hated all the weeds and all the extra work. Plus I have clay soil, so I had to amend it a lot or dig holes and compost inside the holes. Hated it. So I switched to raised beds. Now, the raised beds are cool. You start it in the house. Cool. You just gotta make sure are you posting about it on TikTok? I now prefer, see if I could see your videos, I could tell you what to do next. I prefer grow bags now and smaller raised beds. Ew, she just pooped right there while I was talking. Smaller raised beds that are easy to manage. You could do a cinder block bed. Cinder block beds are easy. I was shy too, and when I started my TikTok, but you know, whatever. Somebody doesn't like it, scroll on. Cinder block beds are good. They're cheap and they're easier to move if you need to move them. So if you started seeds in the house, once they get big enough, you want to take them in and out in the weather before you actually put them outside. You want to harden them off is what they call it. So you want to take them in and out to get a little bit of air and all that. And then you want to find companion plants. So what grows good with what? I need onions to protect my brassicas, which are like kale, collards, whatever. Companion planting, a lot of that is an easy like Google search for companion planting. Basil and tomatoes, classic. A lot of marigolds. A lot of marigolds. I plant a lot of basil, and I have multiple types of basil. I plant large leaf basil, regular sweet basil, dark opal basil, and African basil. And I also have a Tulsi basil. And then rosemary. A lot of your herbs and onions and garlic are going to be some of your best friends. Dill for like carrot flies. Where do I get my seeds? First year gardening, almost all my seeds came from Dollar Tree. I still buy like basic stuff from Dollar Tree. I buy from the Okra Lady on Etsy. I follow her on here. If you don't, she's a great source of information, and she has great seeds. I also order from freeheirloomseeds.com. It's a volunteer organization that gathers heirloom seeds and distributes them. You can get a couple packs for free, or you can get a donation, and I think it's $10 for 15 packs. So I buy from them. And then I buy a lot of my medicinals from Southern Seed Co. on Etsy. They have fabulous seeds and a great variety. If you're looking for like a lot of medicinals, they do have a lot of vegetable stuff, so you can get a lot of that too. But a lot of things that medicinally that you're looking for and you can't find, they definitely have it, and they're not super expensive, and they have a great germination rate. But Yeah, a lot of my seeds came from like Dollar Tree my first year, and then I saved seeds. So I saved seeds from each year if I can. So I got to put some mustard seeds out. I've been growing the same mustards from seed from, I think, a Dollar Tree pack. No, it was a Fairy Morris pack that I got from Lowe's the first year. And I just save the seeds every year and throw them back out there. But find what grows well together and plant those together. So in my lettuce bed, I have onions in my lettuce bed. Or even my peas. I have peas, I have carrots, I have cabbage, and you're not really supposed to grow onions with peas. So I have, thank you. I just try to, pass on the information. Nobody really told me anything. I had to join a whole bunch of groups, do a lot of research and all that. So like in my peas are not supposed to be with onions technically, but I do need the protection for my cabbage. My pea bed is kind of separated. It's actually two beds that I push together. So I put the onions on the other side, not directly next to the peas. But like dill for like carrot flies, you want to plant that near there. Dill works well with corn. Onions work well with almost everything except for like beans and peas. It can, I'm in Central Virginia. It can, they say it can't inhibit growth of peas and stuff. So yeah, but like anything that grows well together, plant it together. That's why I was gonna put a tomato with my asparagus. They grow well together. I'm gonna put it in there. What else? Lots of flowers. My first year, I didn't plant a whole bunch of flowers. I only planted like 2. Last year, I upped my flower game more so because I needed a lot more medicinals, and most medicinals are flowers. But this year, I went overboard. I got that Lush and Dew cut flower set. It's got a whole bunch of different sunflowers, calendula, chrysanthemums, cosmos. Then I already have marigolds, nasturtiums, some other stuff. Lots and lots of flowers. I'm gonna have a lot of colors already, even just my fruits. I was thinking about those. I saw them at the greenhouse I was at, and I don't know, I might get some this year. I don't know. But you want as many flowers as possible for all your beneficial bugs to keep away the harmful bugs. So I had to get over my fear of wasps. And I haven't been stung, and they are plentiful around here. But I need them to battle some of the pests. So as long they'll fly at you, and I just like stop for a second. I'm scared of snakes. I do have a couple snakes that roam around. I give them their space. Copperheads, I don't fool with them at all. I hope they get stuck in all the netting I have and they perish. But black snakes, I keep those around. I just let them do their thing. If they're on one side of the garden, I'm gonna be on the other side. I'm in Central Virginia. So yeah, but I had to come out and get my trees that I bought yesterday. Get those planted before work. Check on the chickens. Make sure they have enough food and water. I actually have to get them some water. Make sure they have enough food and water before I go to work. Check on the baby chicks in the house. Check their little butts. And make sure they have food and water. Check on the rabbits. The rabbits are still in the house. They haven't come outside to their little setup yet because I'm missing about a 3-foot piece of hardwire cloth for their door. So until I get that, they cannot come outside. So then I have to feed my dog before I go to work because it'll be around his time to eat. And I had a lot of stuff to do today. So I do all that. I work part-time as a substitute at the local high school. So I have to go to work part-time today, just for half a day. They need my help. And then after that, my son has a tennis match. I'm always busy. Then my son has a tennis match. So I have to go to that. Then come home, check for eggs again, make sure the girls are getting ready to go inside, make sure everything's locked up, and then check on all the other animals in the house. And then do it all again tomorrow, because I have to work half day tomorrow, then I have to work full day on the next day. So I have to do garden stuff. I still have things to up-pot in the house. I did some yesterday, but I had to go buy my trees. It just depends. So, my leghorns, one of them, she started laying at 23 weeks, and then the other one's kind of, I only have 6, and I have 4 more in the house, so I'm gonna make it a total of 10. I don't know if I could do 22, but yeah, so I am getting meat birds though. I'm gonna raise those. I'm gonna get those at the end of the month, hopefully. So they'll be ready for the freezer before I go on vacation. Yeah, they're cute. I have huge ones too. The smallest birds I have are my leghorns. They're the smallest. I have oh no, yeah, my dog's not allowed near them. I have a Jersey Giant, a Bielefelder, 2 leghorns, a chocolate orb, and a mystery chicken. I don't know what she is. I just got 2 silver lace Wyandottes, Americana, and a dark Brahma. They're in the house. Those are the babies. So my leghorns are my top producers, of course. My Jersey Giant, she lay an egg whenever she wants to, but that thing be huge. The others do lay consistently though, because I do have a lot of brown eggs or tan eggs coming out. All in all, I get about, on average, 5 to 6 a day. Some might lay. Yesterday, only 3 of them laid. But my leghorn's a bully, so if she's in the box, Dolly Parton, if she's in the box, she'll try to stop everybody from going inside the coop at all. And so I'll find eggs around the run because she's a bully. But yeah, I have to spring clean their coop. I gotta get the power washer out and power wash the coop, rake all the old stuff out to the compost, and lay them some new pine pellets. So I do a coop refresh every month and a half, where I clean the coop, like scrape it often, but like a little refresh every month and a half, where I rake out the run and add pellets to the coop. And now we're gonna have rabbits out here, and they're not gonna be in hutches. They're gonna be an actual like run, like the chickens are. So I'm gonna use aspen bedding for them, and when I have to clean it out, I'll just use the bedding as mulch in my garden, like the whole thing. Just pull out all the bedding with the manure and everything and just use it as mulch in the garden. That's the easiest way for me to do it. And yeah, so I got a lot going on. My kids are in sports. I have to go visit my grandson this weekend, so I have to drive to North Carolina to go see my grandson. And my other daughters, my older daughters, They both live out of town. One in North Carolina, one in Georgia. And the one in Georgia is going to be in North Carolina tomorrow, this weekend, so I get to see her. So I'm going to go see my grandson. My older daughters, kids have sports all week, and I'm a sports mom, so I'm going to be there cheering. Got garden work, animals. It's a lot, but it's rewarding, especially when you see stuff like your asparagus popping up out the ground. Like, the time I spent doing that is great. But I got some stuff in the greenhouse. I'm doing a greenhouse experiment to see if the weather is good enough to keep most of the stuff in the greenhouse. The greenhouse is not heated, so I have to make sure when I put something out there, it'll be safe. And my lemon tree and my banana plants made it through some of the colder low night temps. So I'm gonna start moving some other stuff out there. Even some tomatoes made it. I'm not gonna put all my tomatoes out there because I don't trust it that much, but I'm gonna put a couple different varieties out there because I have about 7 tomato varieties, and I have about 5 to 6 plants of each variety. So I have a lot of tomato plants and pepper plants, and I'm just gonna put a few of each out to the greenhouse. Yeah, I always overseed, and then I'm just gonna end up either giving them away, or if I have too many, maybe sell them. But I have a couple friends that garden, so if they need something, I'll just give it to them. We're all trying to eat, right? So yeah, I'm just trying to get everything. I just planted some more medicinal herbs, and now it's just like waiting for everything to sprout and wake up, you know? This is why when I started gardening, I started it kind of like for myself. Thank you. I started it for myself. Like, I needed to learn patience because I was always, and after learning the patience part, and some things don't make it, and no matter how much you fertilize plant or whatever, it's just not gonna happen. And once you get over that realization, like, it just gives you a bigger perspective. And I just started wanting to do more. Like, oh, add more plants, add more beds. I've expanded my garden probably about 5 times in 4 years. Then when I got the chickens, and everyone's like, do you sell your eggs? To people I know, no. My parents don't live too far from me. They live like 20 minutes from me. I make sure they have eggs all the time. My daughter has a best friend in the city that's about an hour away. I make sure they have eggs. When I go into town, I make sure I take them eggs. My daughter's friend also lives on the property with me. I make sure he has eggs next door. If a friend calls me and asks me, do I have eggs? Yup, if I got them. And I don't sell them. Now, if a stranger asks, you might have to give me a couple dollars. But just for people around me that I interact with all the time, I don't feel you should have to pay me for something I'm already doing. And same with my meat birds. I'm going to raise probably about 20, 25. I am not going to put 20 or 25 in my freezer. So whoever needs some chicken, I'm going to be like, hey, do you want chicken? You know, rabbits. When I start culling those for meat. Some people don't eat rabbit, some do. You want a rabbit? You need a rabbit? Okay, here. Because I just feel like the people that are around me should be able to eat. You know? If anything else, if I can't give you any money, because I don't have any. Okay, I'm broke. But if I don't have any money, at least I can feed you, right? Right? At least I can feed you or show you how to make something. So that's how I go about life, especially now, especially in these times. And like I said, I'm a sub at the high school, so I'm around y'all children's, and I just be trying to keep them on the straight and narrow. It's rough out here. So I try to do my part, you know. I mean, I do get paid to substitute, but it's still a pretty cool gig, to interact with children in a positive manner and give them some positive adults in their life. Even though they be trying it, they know I'll pop off real quick, but to give them someone to respect and understand that they can be respected as well, you know. So I'll just be having fun out here. Come out here to my garden, get away from my kids, because they don't like to come out here, because I always make them do stuff. So come out here, relax, get away from my kids and stuff, talk to the chickens, grow some stuff, get excited when something sprouts, you know. That's what life is about. I used to be a city girl, used to work. I mean, I still work. I have businesses. I have entrepreneurial stuff I do. But sometimes you just gotta come out here, get some fresh air. As the kids say, touch grass. Put your hands in some soil, okay? Because you're stressed. So that's what I come out here to do. But it's a mess, so I don't even want to. I gotta clean it up. But over winter, fall, winter, I did nothing out here. So I gotta get to it. I did get it cleaned up a lot, but I'm going bed by bed, and area by area, especially after I laid the weed fabric. And then I'm gonna create a seating area on that side, where my grill and stuff is. And then I have to put up a pallet fencing because my dog will not stay out of here, and I need him to stay out of here. He's a huge pit bull, and he just likes to do whatever he wants to do, especially when he's outside. But I got to get him a dog house for his pen, put his tarp back up that he tore up. But I got a heavy duty tarp this time, and get him a dog house because summertime is coming and he will be outside more. Plus, I need somebody out. I need a dog out here to make sure nothing's bothering the chickens. But yeah. So I got my trees planted, my 2 peach, my 1 pear. I want an apricot tree. Really bad. I'm probably gonna go get one. And I also have to get some grow bags ready for the green stuff. I plant that as well, even though I don't partake. I do grow it. And then, yeah, get some of this other mess cleaned up and figure out where these trees are going. I thought I had a plan, but it just changed in my head a couple times. So I'm gonna sit at work and figure out where they're going. But I have to get ready for work. Make sure I got all my tools. Oh, thank you. Well, I hope I inspire you to grow something if you're not already, and if you are, grow some more. A whole bunch. And I hope to have a good day. I get to see my son play tennis. It's something new for him. He's played football for a couple years, and then he was a swimmer for a while. Then he got tired of swim, and plus it was in the winter. He didn't want to be. He was tired of being cold after he got out the pool. So now he's doing tennis. My daughter's a cheerleader, so she cheerleads all year. So, and she's a tennis team manager. So she travels with the girls' tennis team. Then I have to travel with the boys' tennis team to see my son play. It's a lot. But busy kids are kids that stay out of trouble. But that's what I'm here for, to inspire, to evoke the need to do something. to be better today than you were yesterday, and then be even better tomorrow. So get out here, get you some good old fresh air, and enjoy life, right?